Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fox's Best Laid Plans, the planner channel that is literally blaming it on the rain because it has been like end times levels of rain outside here in Pittsburgh. Hello. Oh my goodness. Today, this week, I don't even know. Let me show you where we ended last week. I finally got this filled in. I don't know. It's been a rough week. It's been a really rough week. Hello. Welcome, everybody. My name is Fox. I do planner things and other things, and we're gonna plan today. So this is my kit from last week. I just finished filling it in, like the last bits of it. So we are moving into the first full week of April. I am very stressed. If you want to know some of the reasons that I'm stressed, this is my monthly calendar for April. These, the little Simply Gilded, are the days that I work, and then the other ones are days that I'm traveling. So Go Wild, I'm leaving on the 17th, coming back the 21st. This is Go Wild here. And then we leave tomorrow, because today is Thursday. We leave the 5th for the eclipse trip. We're going up to see the eclipse in New York. Good things. These 2 travel weeks are good things, but it's just like visually to look at this and be like, whoa, okay. Yesterday I had a work training. Today I am getting ready in the next like half hour to head out to a work meeting. Plus I have my long run today. Like, the brain is not doing so hot, my friends. It's just not doing so very well. So let's get to the week. We're planning the week of Monday, April 1st through Sunday, April 7th. This is my Moxie Life flagship planner. I always forget what it's called. I think it's a flagship planner. Today is Thursday. You know, I normally plan on Wednesdays, which is later than I want to plan, but yesterday was just like so chaotic. This whole week has been chaotic. It's been a week of bad news and stress, and I'm not holding it together so well, my friends. I am not holding it together. I'm going to warn you up front. This is how this is going to go this week. Yeah. So I have 2 weeks worth of eclipse kits because we're leaving for the eclipse trip this week, but the actual eclipse itself is Monday next week. So this is my first of 2. This is from Emma K Printables. I don't know if I have used her shop before, but I think it's really cute. So the only thing is that it doesn't have date. It has date covers, but it doesn't have numbers, and these are kind of dark. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to see if I have a historical kit that I can use. All right, so we got some washi tape here. What are we gonna use? We'll use this on the top and this on the bottom. Okay. I always forget if I do the washi on the bottom and then the planner washi. Okay, I'm gonna do purple on the bottom. Y'all, it has been a very anxiety producing kind of week. It was Monday. We had a conference call. We knew that there was going to be some changing because they were changing the way that our districts are aligned, and we knew that was coming, but what we didn't know was that our boss, who we all like love and adore, took a corporate position, a work from home corporate position, and so she will be leaving and not be our boss anymore. So our district that was currently our district got split into 2 districts as of I think May 15th, and we don't know yet who in the district that I was split into, we don't know who our boss will be yet. And it was a very stressful morning because we were like, so we found that out on Monday, and then on Tuesday we had another call to follow up because they knew like where half of the district was going, but they weren't clear on like all the stores that were in each, like when it was divided up. And it turns out my store is like the border store, so we could have gone either way, and we weren't sure for like the first 90 minutes of the day where we were going. And then we did find out which part we were going to, and that's when we found out we're the part that doesn't have a current boss right now, because it would have been my same boss, but since she's leaving. And then, completely unrelated to all of that, about half an hour after we found that out, my partner, who has been my partner at work for the last 5 years, texted me and our tech that she also found a work from home position and is leaving in May. And I'm like devastated about this because we have worked together for 5 years. I adore her. that we have like a small little work family that is so nice, and I'm scared to let it go. And I'm also worried that they're going to try to make me work more hours because she's leaving, to like work some of the hours that she was working. I'm hoping that's not going to happen, but I don't know. It's very, stress of the unknown is very, very strong with me right now, and I am just like trying so hard to stay present. I have another kit that has stickers, so I'll just use those. Okay. So I've been trying very hard to manage my anxiety, and my anxiety is the absolute worst whenever it is uncertainty. Like, knowing something bad, sometimes I can handle and manage it better, believe it or not, because that's just how my brain works. But the like worrying about what is going to happen, that's the worst part for me. So that's not actually true. I mean, there are times that the reality, like for example, worrying about my dad's test results were bad, but when finding out that they were bad was worse. So, you know, it's not 100%, but for the most part, uncertainty really disrupts me. As a planner person, I'm sure some of you can relate who are watching this. Like, you want to do your best to plan things. And for me, planning and structure is the thing that really, really helps my mental health, particularly my ADHD, which means particularly my anxiety, because my anxiety is set off badly by my ADHD symptoms. Or exacerbated, I guess is the word. And these look cute. So I have to really, the more structure I can give myself, the better that I do mentally. And I'm finding that out. Ever since I started using HB90, it's becoming clearer and clearer that like, okay, that is the answer. Structure is the thing that keeps me organized. Well, that is very crooked, and also the bottom peeled off funny. There's always one sticker that's got to be looking the wrong way. It's fine. Anyway, so I'm having a low, I want to say a low energy, but I'm a very like, so it's not really low energy. But if you were one of those people who are like, I'm picking up on your vibrations, you'd be like, your vibrations are bullshit right now. That's what you'd say to me. And I'd be like, you're right, they are. All right, so we have some people stickers, which I don't love people, but I do love this little total solar eclipse. I'm going to use that on Friday because that's the day that we're driving out. And I have to admit that I'm like I'm not as excited about the eclipse trip as I should be, because the weather was looking like fantastic and beautiful. And then all of a sudden, let me just do these. These two look like they're two sides of the same room here, so they're supposed to go right next to each other. So I'll just put these next to each other like this. It was looking fantastic, and now it's still looking pretty decent for the actual day of the eclipse, which is good, but it's looking like it's going to be very suspect. The other days, like tomorrow we're going up and it's going to be like snowing and raining all day, so that's going to be a fun drive. And then we have dinner reservations. Well, I guess we have like, oh God, what now? Fire truck. Y'all, also like the entire city is flooding right now. The fountain at the point, so okay, so in Pittsburgh we have three rivers. We have the Allegheny, the Monongahela, and they come together at the point and they form the Ohio. So we have like the three rivers here. And at the point there's this beautiful fountain that we love. We take the dogs for their 4th of July photo shoot every year, and it's underwater right now. It's entirely underwater. The bathtub area, which is an area of, I don't know, like I swear to you, if you're from Pittsburgh and watching this, you're like, I know what you mean, girl. We never called this the bathtub until like 6 years ago, and then all of a sudden it's now the bathtub, and it's like it's always been the bathtub. When you're driving down the Parkway, there's like the exit for 2nd Avenue, which takes you into town, and then there's the exit for Grant Street, which takes you into the other part of town. And then there's this little area that goes down along the river and then up to get to, you can either go to the Fort Duquesne Bridge this way, or you can go to the Fort Pitt Bridge this way. Like, that's the way that I go to the shelter. That's why it's like so fast to get to the shelter from my house, because you just go down that little route. Well, the area between when you go up on this exit and up on this exit and you go down here, that area is called the bathtub. And it's on the Mon Wharf, which is like this weird little parking area that you can, like, get City of Pittsburgh parking. And the Mon Wharf is eternally flooded. Like, anytime that there's rain, it's like, don't go park on the Mon Wharf today. Don't park on the Mon Wharf, it'll float away. So the Mon Wharf is flooded, obviously, but now it's gotten bad in recent years a few times where it's gone all the way past the Mon Wharf and gone onto the road, and so the bathtub floods. So that's a situation we're dealing with today. We got like 5 inches of rain over the last couple days. And it has, like last night when I was going to dance, I usually go that way to get out to dance class. And thankfully I always put like my GPS on because I leave the house at like 6:30 or 6:45. And that's like the tail end of rush hour. So I always put my GPS on when I leave just to see what the traffic, like what to expect. And thank goodness I did that because it was completely closed last night. I had to take the back route to dance. So it's been really bad. And so I have a work meeting today. And normally the work meetings are at this place, which is like 12 minutes from my house. And they decided we're gonna have this, like, since it's my boss's last meeting with us, she like has it at Top Golf, which is like, I don't know, so we can have like a, you know, social event afterwards. And that is normally like, that would be a 21 to 23 minute drive from my house. Right now it's saying like 45 minutes because of all these closures. And I'm like panicking about it and like worrying about what I'm going to do. So I basically just keep looking at the weather and looking at the traffic and being like, oh no. And it's like not getting any better. I keep thinking like, it's actually in fact getting worse. Oh no. Okay, let's focus for a little bit here. So, I'm not gonna get super into this plan, unfortunately. Classic. Okay, so Monday and Tuesday I worked, and like I said, they were so stressful days, and I just don't know. I don't know. I have my whole year planned out for like travel and things based off of what my work schedule has been for the last 5 years. And now I'm like so worried that I'm going to lose that. And then I don't know what I'm going to do if I lose that because like, I don't know. So it's just, I'm in a bad brain space. I've been in a bad brain space anyway because I've been like, my depression has not been good, but what can you do? All right, so let's see what else we can fill in here. On Monday, we went to the Cage for dinner, so I'll put that in here. And then we went I walked up there to get my, so Monday, was it Monday? Or was it Tuesday? Wait, what did I do? Oh God, I can't even remember, a couple days ago right now. Okay, Tuesday was the day we had the tornado warnings. Like, do you feel like you were in end times? Because I feel like we're in end times, but yeah. So anyway, we went to the Cage on Monday, obviously, for dinner, because we do that every Monday. Tried a new style of lettering there. I don't know if I like it or not. Oh God, now I've made it worse. I feel like my hands are shaking because I'm so anxious today. So I feel like I have to really be diligent with my lettering here. Whoa. The other thing that's making me anxious is like, it's not just like I'm going to this work meeting. I'm going to the work meeting and then I have an 18-mile run to do after. It's still pouring down rain. Like, where is this rain coming from? I mean, I guess it could be snow, so I should just shut my mouth and be like, whatever. But I'm just like, 2 miles. I went for a walk, okay. Yeah, so Tuesday, I got home from work, walked in the door, and all of a sudden my phone went off and it was like, tornado warning. And I was like, what? You don't get tornadoes? Like, you don't get tornadoes in Western Pennsylvania? I mean, it's happened a few times. It happened at Kennywood one time, fun fact. We have had a good amount of extreme weather here that you wouldn't know about if you didn't live here. You'd be like, what? You didn't have extreme weather like that. But you'd be wrong because we did. Anyway. I don't even know what to put in here. I just feel like, ooh. I'm so sorry. This is like the worst. This is the worst attitude I've ever had. It's not the worst attitude I've ever had. That was definitely at work last week. That was the worst attitude. Okay, maybe I don't have as many stickers as I thought. I'm like getting all going all wild and crazy with the stickers here. All right, so we need to put in, I'm trying to back up here. Dance class was last night and it was, oh my God, it was so good. It was one of my favorite songs, Girl Like You by Edwyn Collins from the movie Empire Records, because the day of the eclipse, incidentally, Monday, April 8th is Rex Manning Day. And so this was like our dance class closest to Rex Manning Day. So I had requested that song like ages ago, and Meg did like the best choreography. The dance was so freaking good. Oh my God, I loved it. And then we had HelloFresh. What did we have? Pork bulgogi bowls, which were delicious. And then we watched the program. We still have about half an hour left, which is a really good, if you like documentaries, it's called The Program. It's a 3-part docuseries about the like for-profit troubled teen school industry. It's a rough one, but it's so well made, and it's all made by people who were former students there, who have like gotten free, obviously, because they've grown up and they've gotten like, they've worked through it, and they're all like trying to expose what happened and get the people who did these horrible things in trouble. So it's really, really good. It's called The Program. It's on Netflix. All right. I feel like this is a very crooked situation there. Okay. Yesterday I had my CPR training. Is there like a plane like landing on my house? What are all the sounds outside today? What is going on? Okay, so I had my CPR training yesterday. Boy, did that take, the pre-work took me so long. What's crazy is, so we have to renew our CPR training like every 2 years, right? And the actual like in-class part is fine. And they ask you like practical questions of things that you need to know so that you know how to give CPR, so that you know how to help somebody who's choking, so that you know how to administer naloxone if you need to, like all of these things that you need to know. But when you do, you have to do like the online like workbook training first. And it is stuff that I will never need to know. Like I will never be part of a hospital code unit that has to come in and do these things. It's like what to do if you have to intubate a pregnant person who is going into cardiac arrest and the fetus is at written. They're like, no, way above my skill set. But then they're asking you questions as if like you should know this. And so like it just took me so long, because you have to have your little like reference guide open so you can like, you know, they ask you the quiz questions, but you have a reference guide that you can use. And it like was, somebody said, oh, it took me 45 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. It took me like 2 hours because I just could not focus on it. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, I don't even need to know this. So anyway, long story short, I'm now CPR certified again for another 2 years. They like changed our program. I wasn't due until January of 2025, but they made us all like redo it because they are, I don't know, the program seemed pretty much the same, but they want to get everybody like on the same cycle, I guess, so that we're all getting it the same day. But let's say 7 a.m. until 12 p.m. basically, with the drive time for the in-person part. Yeah. And then I went to lunch at Eaton Park and I worked on my planner there. And then I stopped at Wildcard to get some table mate gifts. I was trying to figure out how to fit Lawrenceville, so we'll say Elville. And then I had a call with Brianna, so I can put that in there too. What else did I do yesterday? Oh, I was working on HB90. That's what I was doing the rest of the time. Okay. Brianna call. 5 p.m. She was like 4 p.m. and I was like, 4 p.m. and she's like Central. I was like, oh, that's right, 5 p.m. my time. Okay. She's got a new system. I'm working with Brianna from Diva and the Divine with as a wellness coach, and she just upgraded to a new system for her coaching clients, and for some reason it's not sending emails. So it didn't send me a confirmation email. I don't think it sent her a confirmation email, but it like updated her calendar that there was a call. So it was like we were both going like, technology is eluding us today. And then, so here I was working on HB90. I'm almost done. No, I'm not. That's not true. Well, actually, that is true. I am almost done. I'm putting all my stuff in. I'm making my Notion Kanban board. So I do a digital Kanban board in Notion instead of a physical Kanban board. So I have like 2 of my 3 goals loaded into there. I just have to do the dates, which is like the longest part, but I'll get there. All right, so today, Thursday, I have a meeting. Tonight I have my long run. I have to pick up a car tonight. What other things do we have? I don't even want to write in my stuff for the trip yet. I'm gonna hold off on that. I need to, there's no, I need to put in for my blood pressure here. Man, I don't think I checked my blood pressure one single time last week, but I've checked it at least one single time this week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this from last week because this one doesn't have, it's kind of weird. It doesn't have any multiple checkbox thingies like that. Now there were 2 pages I didn't print, but I didn't see it on either one of those either, and that's why I didn't print them. It's kind of weird, but okay. And then let's do, I might regret this decision. Can I do this? Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, okay. When we start getting the scissors out, we know that it's serious and that I shouldn't be. It's never a good idea to get the scissors out. All right, let's try this. And my timer's gonna go off. This is not perfect, but then neither am I. That's pretty close though, look at that. And it says to do, which is not, oh, you know what I can do? I can put this in here. See, getting the scissors out and it worked. What? It's a whole new world. Oh, there are these 2 little 3 spots, but no Monday through Friday things. There we go. Looks like it was meant to be that way. So I think we have plans, but I'm not, well, I know one thing tomorrow I have to get my lashes done before we leave. This is the other thing. I had this whole plan that like I was going to do my long run this morning, get it done, and then go for a late lash appointment in the afternoon. And then we have this meeting. So now I'm not gonna be done with my long run until like 5 o'clock or later probably. So I had to move my lashes 9 a.m. to tomorrow at 9 a.m. So literally I'm gonna go get my lashes done and then we're gonna get in the car and drive up to the Finger Lakes. So it's just, I think I'm very stressed because I planned this trip literally months ago because I knew Canandaigua Lake is in the path of totality. So I knew it was going to be crowded. And I planned it months ago. And then I planned it, like we could have left Thursday and gone up a day earlier because I had the day off. But I was like, I want to have Wednesday and Thursday to have like, get ready. You know, like I like to, before I leave on a trip, I like to tidy up. I like to vacuum. I like to wash my bedding, like do all these things. So I planned that I would have these 2 days to do all that stuff. And then yesterday I got scheduled for this CPR class. Today I have this work meeting and then I have my long run. And like, it's just like every time I try to plan something, then somebody else puts something on my plate. If I put stuff on my own plate, I deal with it better. But when somebody else puts stuff on my plate, I'm like, ugh, I just disintegrate into bats. Like that's just what happens. It would actually be so much easier if I could disintegrate into bats because then like no one could bother me because I would just be a bunch of bats instead of a stressed human, you know? These are the things I think about. So I'm gonna leave it here because I have to get ready for work and my run. And I don't know exactly what's gonna go on. So I know we have reservations for one winery on Saturday. I don't know if we're gonna go to more or what we're gonna do. We're gonna play that by ear. Tomorrow we have reservations at like 4 o'clock for to go to this place. We're gonna get like a late lunch and a cocktail, and then when everybody else gets up there, I guess not everybody else will get up there. My aunt and uncle will get up there, and then my cousins were coming later because I think they had to work in the morning. So there'll be like 5 of us. Yeah, we're gonna go to like dinner like 7:30 or 8, and then I don't know what the rest of the day Saturday will be. And then Sunday, I don't know what we're gonna do in the morning. My plan is to go over to Seneca Lake because I want to take everybody to the haunted bar at Belhurst Castle, and then also go up to see like sunset up at the top of the lake at the Riverwalk, and then get dinner at like 8 o'clock up in Geneva. But I'm not, like, these plans are still a little fluid, so I'm not gonna write anything in, and I don't know what the weather is going to bring, what that's going to affect it. Because Saturday, I think the weather's gonna be trash. Sunday, the weather should be good, but Saturday, we'll see. So I'm gonna leave it here. I will fill more stuff in on Monday and Tuesday, but like there wasn't really anything. There was a tornado warning. I'm definitely gonna put that in here because that was exciting. And I should definitely put in here that everything is flooded so that I remember. I like looking back at my planner for things like that to be like, that's right, this is when the bathtub flooded. This is when the fountain was underwater. So anyway, that's my week. Thank you for sticking with me when I'm super anxious and having a rough time. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new here. And as always, my friends, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I will see you in my next video.